the 2016 BMW X1. This is BMW's entry-level sports activity vehicle. It is better in almost every way than its first-generation predecessor, but the one way that it is not better is kind of a big one. I'm Jay, and welcome to this latest episode of CarBuzz Unboxing Reviews. And I want to thank Nilo BMW, which is part of the Nilo company, for letting CarBuzz come on down and film today. So the BMW X1, now sport activity vehicle, SAV, that is basically BMW speak for SUV or a crossover. SAV, that's just how it is. Now, the X1 was first launched, the first generation, back in 2009, and it was updated a few times throughout its lifetime. Now, this is the second generation X1 that was launched in 2015. Now, the biggest difference between the first and the second generation X1s is that this one right here is built on a brand new front-wheel drive platform that is shared with the Mini Cooper Clubman. That's right, BMW is moving most of its mainstream models to front wheel as opposed to rear wheel drive. Now, that is not going to satisfy all the BMW purists and enthusiasts out there. But fortunately, cars such as the 3 Series, the 5 Series, and 7 Series, those bread and butter sedans, those are still going to remain rear-wheel drive, but you're going to see more of these crossovers move to front-wheel drive. Why? Because the public loves crossovers, and the best way to build a crossover is front-wheel drive, also for a fuel efficiency. But looking at this exterior here, yeah, I have to say this is a good-looking vehicle. And I'll get to more details about the exterior design in a few minutes. But first I want to talk to you about the interior. Now, this is painted black, not painted, rather. It is black Dakota leather. And overall, yeah, this is very BMW-like inside. Everything is very high quality. It's pretty, very driver-focused. And I like that a lot. The controls are very straightforward as well. And if you see just above the door handle there, that's actually real wood. It's fine wood oak grain trim with a pearl chrome accent. It's part of the $1,550 luxury package too. So for an extra $1,500, yeah, you get real wood trim. I think that's definitely worth it. And these seats are very comfortable. They're very well bolstered. I think they might be a little too narrow for some people, but again, that's getting a little nitpicky here because I really don't have any complaints about the new interior design. I like all that brushed aluminum accents there, and combined with the black leather and the real wood trim, it's definitely a winning combination. It's elegant, it's sporty, but it's not over the top flashy in my opinion. Now this car also comes equipped with the standard anthracite headliner, 6.5-inch infotainment system that's part of the Idrive, and it also comes with Bluetooth streaming. And I'll get to more of these rear seats shortly as well, but I was really surprised just by how roomy the rear seats are here. And this is a really, really good thing, especially in front-wheel drive crossovers because, well, subcompact crossovers and compact crossovers sometimes don't even have the most rear seat space. And I think that's a problem, but BMW has done a great job designing this new X1 to accommodate rear seat passengers very nicely. Now, this one is also equipped with the $550 cold weather package, which includes a heated steering wheel and heated front seats. And if you've been in any modern BMW, everything here is going to look very, very familiar. You have your dual zone automatic climate control there. Your 8-speed automatic shift lever as well, and I'll get to the transmission engine shortly too. Now, if you want, you can get the M Sport steering wheel. As part of the M Sport package, it's going to cost about an extra $2,400. It comes with a few other add-ons as well, but I really don't know if that's worth it for most X1 buyers here. But they will like this. This is the Idrive Rotary dial controller on the center console. It controls the main navigation screen that you see right here. This is the 6.5-inch unit. This is the standard size one. You can get an optional 8.5-inch one if you'd prefer. Now, this particular one, this is the latest version of Idrive 5.0, and it is definitely an improvement over previous iDrives. And what's nice is that I always say this BMW is constantly improving iDrive through the years, and I think it's still one of the best infotainment systems that you can get. Now, navigation. Now, this one is also equipped with a $1,200 navigation business system. It's a full integrated navigation system with this fixed 6.5-inch display screen. And what's nice about it, it shows multiple display routes. It makes just navigating through traffic just an awful lot easier. But then again, I don't know. I see a lot of people using navigation mobile apps such as Waze these days, and I'm getting to wonder whether or not navigation systems included in cars that you have to pay extra for are, really worth it. That's a whole other debate. I also like this and I've complained about this with older BMWs. Some of the buttons on the dash here were too small. Not anymore. BMW has enlarged them, and they're very easy to find too. And of course, you have to have cup holders these days. That is a standard, a standard item that every car designer or interior designer has to make sure to get. Especially Americans, they have to have cup holders. And as you can see, this has 3 different driving modes: Eco Pro, Comfort, and Sport. My guess is that most drivers are going to be in comfort mode most of the time. Sport will just tighten up the suspension, give it a little bit more of a sportier feel. This does have the standard M Sport suspension, but because this is front wheel drive based, this car, it still drives like a car. It's not like the X3 or the X5, which are both bigger and rear wheel drive based. Those are a little bit more fun to drive than this. And speaking of which, how does it drive? Like I said, like a car. It's okay. I noticed that when you push the car to its limits, you're going to experience a bit of understeer, but it's also very comfortable overall. And I think BMW made the right choice here by switching the X1 to front-wheel drive, just because, people want a more comfortable ride. Yeah, take a look at this. This is a massive size panoramic sunroof. It's part of the $3,250 premium package. That package also includes power folding mirrors, ambient lighting, LED headlights with cornering, lumbar support in the seats, comfort access keyless entry, Sirius XM radio, and a universal garage door opener, amongst a few other things. But if you want just the panoramic sunroof, you can get it without getting the premium package. I believe it costs about an extra $1,300 or so. But I've been known to be a big fan of panoramic sunroofs. I think they just really brighten up a car, especially this one with its all black interior. Hey, look, getting some extra sunlight in there is quite nice. Now take a look here. Around the doors here, you have that chrome trim. Another really nice touch. They call that matte chrome exterior trim, to be precise. So let's talk safety here. Now, this comes with a lot of standard safety items such as dynamic stability control, brake fade compensation, 4-wheel ABS brakes with dynamic brake control, and you have plenty of your front, dual front airbags, side curtain airbags, the works. Here you go. Standard 8-way power driver's seat. And the other thing that I really liked about this new the second generation X1 is that BMW actually helped raise the ride height for the driver. And again, that's really kind of a standard thing in crossovers today. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people are switching from sedans to crossovers, because they like to sit up higher. So BMW was really paying attention to the market, and that's why not only do the front seat passengers sit up higher, but the rear ones as well. And yes, just for the record, the front passenger seat is also 8-way power adjustable, just like the driver's seat. That's kind of nice. It's good that the front passenger seat is just as comfortable as the driver's seat. Now take a look at this interior. This surprised me, I think, the most. There's a lot of leg and knee room here. In fact, legroom is up about 1.5 inches compared to the previous generation X1. And I think a lot of people who are shopping around different luxury crossovers, entry-level ones specifically, are going to be attracted to the 2016 X1 simply because, hey, look, nice rear seat space. You're not, squished back there. Of course, you have this power electronic liftgate, and it also has a nice feature. You see this a lot, such as on Ford Escapes and Explorers. If you just swing your foot under the rear bumper, it'll automatically open the rear tailgate as well. So you have a standard 27 cubic feet here, which is up 2 cubic feet from the previous generation. And then there's another 4 cubic feet of space under the floor panel. And you have these 40 by 20 by 40 split folding rear seats. And you have a grand total of 61.5 cubic feet of cargo volume. Which, yeah, that's a fair amount of space for an entry-level crossover here. So, like I keep coming back to the main point, BMW has done its homework. Yes, I know this new X1 is front-wheel drive based. This particular one is the xDrive 28i. xDrive in BMW speak, again, is all-wheel drive. That's about an extra $2,000 compared to the SDrive, which is front-wheel drive. That's the standard. Now, under the hood, this is the same engine in the SDrive and xDrive 28i. It's a 2.0-liter turbocharged inline-4 with 228 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. And in this case, power is sent to all four wheels through that 8-speed automatic with a manual shifting mode. Now, there is no manual transmission offered here. Paddle shifters, yes, you can get them, but they're part of the $2,450 M Sport package. So I don't think this car really benefits a lot from paddle shifters, but I know some people really like them. But let's give this engine a listen here. Okay, performance, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 6.3 seconds. Top speed is electronically limited to 129 miles per hour. Fuel economy, 22 miles per gallon in the city, 32 highway, and a combined 26. The vehicle weighs just over 3,700 pounds, which is actually about 88 pounds less than the previous X1. And of course, you have this twin kidney front grille design. That is a BMW design staple right there. 18-inch Y-spoke alloy wheels. This one is painted jet black. I don't know if I would go black on black if it were up to me. I think I do like the black exterior, but maybe with a tan interior would be my preference. Yep, there's your xDrive, proudly stated right there. Now this one also, because it has a premium package, it has those LED headlights with cornering, as well as LED fog lights, and you have rear window privacy glass as well. But overall, I like this exterior design better than the first generation X1. I like the way the X1, the first generation one, drove better than this one. It was a little bit more sporty, but I think BMW improved the design. What I didn't like about the X1, the first generation's design, it was just kind of bland looking. It just didn't scream out to me being all that special. This one is much better. It has better proportions overall. So what's some of the competition? Well, you have the Lexus NX, Mercedes-Benz GL8 class, Infiniti QX30, the new or the existing Audi Q3, Lincoln MKC, and the Land Rover Range Rover Evoque. All those started around the mid $30,000, and well, in the case of the Range Rover Evoque, that goes to over $60,000. Now, pricing. A base price for the new X1 with the SDrive front-wheel drive is $34,800. Our car with all the features plus a $995 destination fee, all told $43,495. But a fully loaded X1, including with the xDrive and many extra packages and features, will still cost you over $50,000. Which you got to kind of start wondering here, because the X3, this car's slightly larger sibling, begins at just under $40,000. So you could be spending more on an X1 than sort of an entry-level trim version of the X3. And I don't know. I really like the X3. You should check out my unboxing review of that. It is probably one of my favorite compact crossovers on the market today, at least luxury ones. So what do I like here? Well, the exterior styling. To me, it's much improved over the first generation, which was, like I said, largely uninspiring. And the interior here is great, and like I mentioned, that rear seat is very roomy and you get a lot of cargo space. In fact, rear seat passengers also sit up about 1.2 inches higher, I think to be exact, than the previous X1 rear seat passengers. Now, what don't I like? Because it's not rear-wheel drive, it's just not quite as fun to drive. Yes, even though this one does have all-wheel drive, and when you push it to its limits, like I said, you're going to notice some understeer. And the other thing is, just like with every BMW today, it's expensive. You just add on a couple of packages like the navigation business system, it's $1,200 right there. Premium package is over $3,000. The luxury package, tack on another $1,500. The price adds up ridiculously fast. But overall, BMW has built the right entry-level sport activity vehicle crossover for the time, making the switch from rear-wheel drive to front-wheel drive won't satisfy the enthusiasts, but it will make the mainstream BMW buyers very happy. As we all know, crossovers are very, very popular, especially in the United States right now. But I'm out of time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Any more questions for me, just leave them in the comment section below, and I hope to see you in my next unboxing review.